Well, hello. It says I'm one, so we'll see. Happy Monday. If you've made it this far, then you're doing great, right? It's a beautiful day outside. There's a few too many mosquitoes, but that's part of summertime. So happy Monday again. Thank you for joining me for Christmas in July. My name is Brenda Sellers, and I thank you for watching every video or just some of them. But thanks for coming along with me during our Christmas in July this year. So if you're not aware, I've done a video every day for the month of July. So we have just a few more days left. And today we're going to make what's called a joy fold card. And then tomorrow will be a different um, version of that. So there's many different kinds of fun folds, and I've had so much fun playing with that. But you came here to see what we're making, so let's change the screen around and get going. Share this one. All right. You can see we are starting with the Simply Scored board because for me, it's easier to score with this. So we've got extra pieces of designer series paper from our stitched season. So I'm going to just flop them over upside down over here, and we're going to start with this. Ignore the markers. They are in the wrong place. So for this piece, it is 4¼ by 8½, and we need to score it at 4¼ nope, we're scoring it at 5½. So with cardstock and this scoreboard, you use the smaller tip. If you're using designer series paper, you need the bigger tip and not so much pressure. But this one, stock, we're using the tiny, the smaller ball on the end. So we're scoring this at 5½, and that's done. Now I do have some directions over here that I got off of online from Bet Johns from many years ago. So we are making it together for the first time. So this piece is 3 by 8, and we're going to score it at 4. And that's the end of our scoring. So now we're just going to fold both of these guys and make them crispy for us. I used one piece of cardstock to cut both of these pieces. All right, so here we go. We're still playing and having fun, right? So next is to take our 4 by 5¼ and put it right here. And I want this side to show, even though this side's so pretty. I just feel like it's busy. So I want a plainer background. And I love those checks, and I don't feel like I've played with them enough. So make sure you've got equal borders on these 3 sides, and the other side will take care of itself. Okay. Our next step is our piece that is 2¾ by 4, and it's going to go right here. So that one, that's too short. It's this one. And we're going to use this piece right here because that's going to be on our front. And I wanted to see those squares. And I've got a hair or something bothering my arm. Could be a mosquito, otherwise known as mosquitoes. All right. And then again, if we do our borders the same here, this side will take care of itself as it did. Hey, Mary, how are you today? I started early on this one just because I needed to. All right, and now we're taking our smaller piece and we're going to put fun on it. And this one is going to go here. And we're going to have one here. And we're going to have white right here so that we can write. All right, so let's start putting adhesive on them. So this is going to go like that. And get up in the screen under the camera. Margins be pretty much the same. I started with cherry cobbler cardstock. That's what's on the base. And then this one goes right here. And this one is going to go right here. They might touch. Might have cut them a little bit long. So let me shorten this one just a tad. Trying to not make too much noise in the microphone. Don't want anybody to be startled. All right, it's going to go right here. And then we're going to fold it again on that line and just give it a good crispy fold. Yay, nice. And now we're going to put some glue right here. My friend told me that if you kind of puddle it up in the corners, you got a little extra slip. So you got a little more time to kind of wiggle it around if you need to. And then this is going to go like Pac-Man and eat that part. So I'm going to hold this very carefully so I don't get glue on me. And I'm just kind of basically make it go right here. With these lines on this, oh, let's do that. That way the lines are kind of lined up. Isn't that cool? And see, then it closes like so. We're going to put something right here, and then we're going to put a stocking there to hold it closed, or a button, but a button would work. Depends on where their adhesive is. All right, let's get some stamps, and let's put a nice little, we're going to use this one. And we're going to use cherry cobbler ink. This is from an old stamp set, but I love the Merry Christmas in it. And I will tell you, if you're not a demonstrator yet, there are some cool stamps coming that will be available in September. Oh, that looks almost variegated the way that ink pad's inked up. I think it's almost time for Brenda to replace her ink pads. But we're going to go with the flow right now. I'll go with the flow. And because I can't cut straight, pull in the paper trimmer again. And let's give this a little trim. Up a little. And we're going to leave that straight. Just like so. And stick it right there. We're not going to pop that on dimensionals because it's already kind of thick. And this is just going to go right here in the center. I think we're good. All right, now let's stamp the stock. And we will cut them out twice. We're going to stamp him in cherry cobbler and see if we get that same effect over there. Twice on that little scrap. We'll save that bigger one for something else. And then we can get our Stampin' blend. Got one in Peaceful Pie, and let's color the toes and add some. Oh, we're going to add some gleam and a shiny stocking. Let's start. All right, now since I found my shimmer pins, let's play with the Peaceful Pine shimmer. It's not used because that white ring is still in there, but I'm still going to shake it a little bit. All right, and then we're going to twist this off. This is just like the Wink of Stella. You need to take that ring out of there. Push that or twist that back off. Get one of your silicone mats from under your board where it's hiding. We're going to cut this out and then we will do this. I want to put these two together. You can put as close to the line as you want. It is your prerogative. I will tell you that I almost was going to use a different paper, but you know what? We've played with a Stitch Season Designer Series paper and the suite of product all July. So we're not going to mess with that. We're going to keep playing with a Stitch Season all the way through the whole month of July. So you've got plenty of projects. We're just making that a little thicker so we can put it on a dimensional to hold that closed. So you're going to have 31 projects using a stitched season. And then obviously use what you've got. If you've got a different designer series paper that you like, or even mix and match, have fun projects. I have enjoyed making them and trying to come up with something new and fun and exciting. So I feel like I've got a good mix in the box there that I am writing the tutorials feverishly for. All right, so see is to him with our shimmer pen on the card. Find dimensions. We're going to stack two on each other. Let's see. I know I want that. So the toe of the boot. Pop that off. Stack them together. And oh, it needs some on the up here. So let's get some baby ones. Actually, let's use the edge. Peel the paper off that one. Like we're doing a little bit of surgery. All right, pop that back under there. Come on. Just kind of tucked. And then we want the top of the stocking to be supported, but don't seal the whole thing shut. And there we have it. Tuck it right back under there. All right, now let's color with our shimmer pen because this is the most fun part. But you got to get it primed. So to do that, you're going to shake it up really good. Shake, 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 shake your booty. All right, and now here's where you squeeze it. It says push. So you're going to watch the ink come on down that barrel. And I'm doing it away from my project. You can see it coming in there because I don't want a big blob right in the middle of our pretty project. See how it's starting to turn the colors on the all right, there's us a blob, all shimmery and shiny. All right, let's add some shimmery and shine over here. Dust it up just like you would use Wink of Stella. Ooh, how fun. And we are going to add some bling, which is our buttons, because buttons are fun. We're going to use the white ones. Can't believe I have almost used, how many is in that? 45 buttons on our projects. Buttons are in here, right here, so it's not left out. All right, there is our Joy Fold card. Don't want to put this in that and see how fun it is. And it just tucks right back. There's our card for tonight. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoy it. So have a great one. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.